simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Rogers. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. The last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single. They know they won last year, but every year there's a healthy level of respect for this Auburn Tiger team.
Yeah, and I think back to last year's game. For Alabama, it was their best players making the big plays late in the game. And this game this year is...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Russell on play action. Got his man. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Russell moves away as he feels pressure. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Rogers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. The Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Byron Brown. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pop. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's a give to Washington. Got a little grass. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just control.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keelan Russell finds his man. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Hill. Hard running there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for room, it's Hill. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard, it's at the 26. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing Russell. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Wide receiver going in motion. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. They go play action with Russell. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is.
Turning it on! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's a give to Washington. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. The Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year. To the ground to try to move the chains. Finding some room. When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff, Washington running left. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Spins away from the defender. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run inside. It's Cobb. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keelan Russell fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got his man on the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He'll keep it himself. runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Russell. It's complete on the right side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Now improvising. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Russell. Going for 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Running inside, it's Cobb. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book, 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 7 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Yellow Jackets, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The victory closes the chapter on a 5-7 regular season. Disappointing, but those seniors go out with a victory. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. The numbers sometimes can be telling, but I'm not sure how to view these stats and get a great read on the game so far. I do know this. The team that does a better job of taking care of the ball in the second half has the best chance of coming out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. His message to his team, this is our Super Bowl. Neither team headed for the college football playoff, and so this rivalry matchup will be the most important game they can win for the rest of this season. He believes they have the intensity and the focus to make it happen, but they have to get off to a good start here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Washington again. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Brown will throw it. This one's complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab on the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep...
Makes the grab, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead here in the second half. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Alabama sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how...
Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Brown wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Nimrod. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Auburn going to work with another first down. Running right, Bryson Washington. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Give to Washington again. Stumbled to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back open in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Brown will throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the inside give. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Bringing the heat. They've got the screen set up. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth-quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing Russell. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Back to pass, it's Russell. Pressure coming. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. On the move. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. Shakes off the defender. Quarterback gets past the marker. Touchdown Tide! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And the Tide answered.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And here's the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
I mean, good news here. They get the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll go with Washington. Might have a chance. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
And some might question the call. You're going to go for it on 4th down in your own territory, but you don't question the result. He takes the football on the ground all the way to the house. Not only does he get the 4th down conversion, he gets the big touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Keelan Russell. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Brown will throw it. On target. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than any other sporting event, and the toilet paper will fly at Toomer's Corner. The Eagles will fly, and it is an orange and blue game as Auburn takes down the Tide in the Iron Bowl. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.